think we're live?
Oh, we are?
I think so.
I've got your cat.
Oh. We're unprepared.
Of course we're unprepared.
Dang it. You got a cat?
Nope, it ain't working. There we go.
You do? Okay.
Finally. Jeez.
Alright.
What's up, everybody? Hope you've been doing well these past couple of weeks. We have been away because last week we had a cord die on us.
Yeah.
Still pretty new cord.
Yeah, I barely used it. I am not pleased. And that was the problem, because it's working now with the new one. Garbage. It's like $50 after shipping. Not cool.
Oh, well. We don't want to start our stream complaining, so.
Yeah. I do want
What's
to
up,
start
Ragna?
by sharing my reference for today's Grunty.
Look at that.
It's
Look
majestic. Just thought I'd share that.
How
I thought
majestic.
that was a fun picture of a hippo. Okay.
You doing alright, Ragna? Hope you've been well.
Hello. Alright, where to start? Their heads are kind of oversized. Let me look at an actual Grunty.
Well, Grunties, their heads are kind of oversized, but they don't really have any sort of neck to speak of.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to go for like a somewhat realistic looking Grunty as opposed to a block with a face and legs. In their defense, it was a PlayStation 2 game, but I mean...
Well, Poison Grunty kind of looks like a... It looks really just like a slime. Like a slime that has an eye in it.
Yeah.
And a shape. Relative shape.
Okay, let's start pretty low, so give room to put something on top. General Grunty shape.
What's up, Jo-zay? How you doing?
Hmm?
Oh, I know
I
why
missed
it's
it.
quiet. I forgot to turn on the music.
I got it. Oh, look at Portia. We could set up the cat cam.
You can. I don't really have any room for it. She's on the opposite side from me.
I'm not sure how stable this is, but let's see what we're looking at. Oh, perfect. Look at me go.
Look at that. She's got like a field of fluff.
Okay. Gonna look at Poison for a second. Okay.
Could you hand me the remote?
Yes. Oh dang, do you move soon? If you need help, I'm gonna be probably free here. Coming up pretty quick. I wish I could look at Poison at the same time. I'm gonna open this in a new window.
You just threw a couple of lines out there. Like, just so we can have something up on the screen.
It's vaguely Grunty shaped. How do I open this in a new... I can't open this in its own window? Oh, there we go. Just gotta drag it. No.
Every day is a struggle with technology.
Yep. Okay.
And look at the teeth on the Poison Grunty.
Yeah. I'm gonna give him the silly hippo mouth, but still the ridiculous teeth. Well, I don't know what was going on there.
Apparently the Poison Grunty doesn't get too much love, because when we looked him up, there's not too much to go on as far as reference.
Yeah, there's like no pictures of him.
Just in-game pictures.
Yeah.
Hey, Portia, what you doing?
Oh.
Look at her. She's awake.
Hopefully that doesn't mean she's gonna move. I feel like the poison grunty's gonna look really creepy the more realistic I go with it. It doesn't have any ears, that's too bad.
Yeah, he's kind of like a puddle. He's like melty.
Yeah, he's got a real pointy head, but I don't know if that's just because polygons or what.
So Ragnar, did you beat Octopath yet? I've only gotten... I had to restart it because I had decided to go with Hannet after all. I thought the way it was going to play out was going to be like with Saga Frontier, how you picked a character and you went through their entire storyline, and it would like mingle and interact with some of the other characters, but then you'd start a new game on the new character and go through all of them. But then when I found out that you actually kind of move along and meet all the characters as you go, then I was like, well, crap, I might as well get the girl that I want straight off the bat.
Got sort of a creepy grin going on.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's got a toothy grin from side to side. You could probably actually separate the upper part of his face from the lower part entirely by the grin. Hey Bree, what's going on? Hope you're doing alright tonight.
Hello.
By the way, Bree, I tried to mess with the latency, but unfortunately YouTube, on its very low latency, which has the best interaction time, it doesn't do any recording, and it's not available in any kind of high definition at all. It's really low def, poor video quality. So it's almost like, it's pretty much like Skype. But I'm going to take a look at Twitch and see what their settings are like. Maybe we can get better settings on there, and we can just do like a restream and stream it to both YouTube and Twitch. Might take a look at Facebook's video streaming too. They might have something.
Yeah, we just need something that's going to record it at the same time.
Well, not just the recording, it's the whole high def thing. Like, since it's kind of a visual stream, you don't really want it to be in bad visual quality.
Yeah, no. I mean, it seems like crazy teeth is the theme lately. It's a poison grunty, and since I don't think the grunty's gonna take me that long to draw, I think I'm gonna do Jo-zay's favorite character riding him, but he may have to be a cat. It'll all depend on time. Maybe there will be both a cat and a dude. We'll see. Dude looks like a one-eyed Barney. I don't know about this.
It's because the way he shaped his face. He's got like a pointy, kind of like melty face. Maybe
it's fuzzy.
Yeah, like a slime rather than
When he's more hippo-shaped, it'll be better.
I'm really liking Octopath, actually. I was wondering if you'd beat it yet. I went ahead and started the game over again, and went with hand it from the start.
Is it the Beastmaster?
Yeah, she's the Beastmaster. Yeah, think of Grunties as kind of like the horses. One of the they're like the pet form of transportation in the games. Kind of like a mix of a. It's like they took a hippo and mixed them with all sorts of crazy stuff.
Yeah, I'm looking at a legit hippo as one of my references.
Yeah, I'm still working on collecting everybody. I had 4 of the characters when I restarted, but like I said, I thought it was going to be like Saga Frontier, and you pick a character, go through the game, and then start over the story again from a different character's point of view. And when it turned out it was just you go and collect everybody as one character, then I was like, well, I'm going to go ahead and start with the ones I want to play at. Well, Ragnar, we really like having you around.
Yeah.
We like sharing the streams with you guys. We really hated that we missed last week's. We were just about to get it started, and then nothing worked.
Yeah, I think we had everything ready, and I went to plug the tablet in, and it wouldn't boot up. Like, okay, not cool.
Yeah, I wouldn't do anything. We thought the thing was dead. Like,
Yeah,
oh
man,
no.
it scared the crap out of me. I'm glad it was. I'm not happy that I had to pay $50 to get this thing working again, but I'm glad that nothing expensive, like, wasn't an $800 fix.
Yeah, it wasn't the tablet.
Yeah, I'm happy about that.
Otherwise, these streams would have quickly turned into hand, pen, and paper.
Yeah, we've gone old school.
And yeah, you do, Jo-zay. It's a really good game.
Make this dude look a little more. I had no idea hippos had such pronounced joints. How much page am I? Oh.
You might need some more drawing space, don't you think?
Yeah, he's gonna need stubbier legs, I guess.
Man, look at that smile. That's like a grade A serial killer smile.
Yeah, man. I don't know about that.
We actually don't even know, Ragnar. That thing was still like, it was like brand new. We only used it, however many streams we've had, like 6 or 7.
Yeah, I had used it like maybe twice before we started doing the streams, just to try to see if I could figure it out. Get my nerve up. Because I've used a tablet before, but it had been a minute.
So yeah, it's not like we had it in any bad places or anything.
No, it was in perfect shape.
It just sits right next to the computer, and then it just, I guess it was a lemon. Maybe that's what the smile is about. He is grinning because he's gonna start poisoning people. Today is a fine day for some poisoning. You should show him the reference you're using.
Oh, yeah.
So we couldn't find hardly anything on this dude. Like, almost...
Oh, the poison one?
Yeah, almost nothing. So this is what we're working with.
Best I got. I don't know why it's doing that, but y'all get the idea. And just for anyone who missed it, this is the hippo. Pretty majestic.
It looks like the hippo is running down the beach panicking because his feather hat has attacked him. Oh God, where'd these birds come from?
Yeah. There's actually other pictures of the same hippo, like they took like 30 in motion or something, and he's actually just kind of frolicking. He's not getting attacked by birds. He's just being a silly.
You would think there'd at least be some kind of fan art or something on the poison Grunty. I'm sure it's out there somewhere, but a regular old Google search did not turn up much of anything.
Yeah. I feel like if his legs are going to be this stumpy, they need to be a little more stocky.
There actually is a art picture right down there, though. See it?
Oh, you're right.
Next to it.
Oh, it's like a perfect profile, though.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to stick with the game one.
Taking away their tiny little legs, though, is kind of taking some of the charm, though.
Okay, I'll give him stumpier legs.
Give him, like, peg legs. That's what they had.
Like
they have, like, little...
that?
Yeah, like that. That's it. That's them. They're like piñatas.
What?
They're like piñata legs. They have little
That's
bitty legs.
unrealistic.
But the one eye and the melting poison hippopotamus part is realistic?
How is he supposed to be dynamic and in motion?
Okay, you ever seen you remember those toys? What were they? It was like a ball with the little stubs on it, and it just vibrated, and the things would bounce and go all over the place. Do any of you guys remember those? It looked kind of like a Katamari. You get them, and they were like pet toys, actually, if I remember correctly. And you just start up and vibrate, and the little rubber stubs would just move it all over the place. It got all over the place. It moved everywhere. So this is perfectly fine. See? Yes, look at that. He looks like he's doing like a pose. Like, look at me.
He's got a tail. It's like a little goat tail.
Yeah, you could put little hooves at the end, like just little simple hooves, if you wanted.
Like.
Oh, well, Jo-zay likes it. So now you gotta do him melting.
Oh, I forgot to do the background color. Man, I skip a week and I forget how to do everything.
Technology does that. You don't handle it for a little while and all of a sudden it's gone. It's gone.
Okay, what kind of background?
You want... Hopefully they were good ones right now.
Yeah, I hope so.
Although bad memories tend to create character. Lots of character in bad memories.
Right, background.
Man, Portia's KO'd again.
Yeah. Man, this music's lovely.
This is from Unravel.
Very nice.
Unravel got a lot of awards. It was a highly praised game.
Oh, what happened? Oh, it's back. I didn't do anything.
Okay.
I didn't touch anything. I just despaired and it came back.
But when do you want bad
goodness.
memories to show up, to pop back up? Some nights you're just feeling a little masochistic. Let's remember some bad stuff.
Ugh, that's not. So cute. Okay.
So you don't have any idea what you just did to kill everything like you just did?
I have no idea it came back on its own. Alright, let's get some colors. New layer. Look at me remembering. I think I will actually use that drawing down there because it shows all the colors. He's got something around his neck.
Yeah, his bell. His poison bell.
It looks very creepy. What is that?
I think it's actually, if I remember correctly, his bell was actually like a head, and the eyes are covered up like a blindfold, but it has like a grin underneath of it, if I remember correctly.
It looks like, who's it, Anima?
Does that sound right to you, Jo-zay? I think I'm remembering. You too, Ragnar, you're a Dot Hack fan. Yeah. I'm thinking the thing he had around his head was like, or his neck was like, it looked like a miniature head, and...
I didn't use the poison grunty very much, I don't remember.
The thing that tied it to his neck was like a blindfold. It was wrapped around the thing's eyes.
Ooh,
and there was like a creepy grin on the thing. Yeah. So it's like a voodoo head, a small head. Shrunken head.
That's gonna be a new one. The original ones were pretty good.
Yeah, the originals are pretty good. I think you'd like them, Ragna. They're a little more, well, I don't know if I could say they're more lighthearted. Actually, they were pretty dark as well.
Yeah.
They started off lighthearted and kind of tricky. I know the anime that came with it was pretty serious.
I'm having trouble with shapes today.
I think Ragna wants to request as his next thing, Gaspard's belly button.
Gaspard's belly button.
So back when when Dot Hack came out, if you reserved them, because there were 4 games, if you pre-ordered them, you'd get a what is it? The first one came with the box. It came with the collector's box that all of them would come in, because they did that with a couple JRPGs back then. If you got the first one in pre-order, you get like a little box to hold all of them in. But it also came with an anime. Everyone had
Oh yeah, there was a disc.
yeah, everyone had a disc. There was like episodes of the anime that went along with it. What, Ragnar? You don't want Gaspard's belly button? Yeah, the first Dot Hack series was a lot tougher. The difficulty was way up there because if you went into the wrong seed world, man, you could get destroyed really quick.
Okay.
Well, that works.
It's about how it looked in the game, right?
Yeah, I think that works. It fits the overall look of the picture so far.
Okay, so he's like...
I think the end of his tail was like a little knife or a spike.
Oh?
I think so. It had a point. It was like a... See?
You sure that wasn't just because of the polygons?
No, I think it had a spike. He stabbed people with his butt.
What? Okay.
Yeah, the AI was pretty abysmal back then. I mean, it's still pretty abysmal. I don't really think AI has really come up that much in the way of healing. I remember one great healer in all my years of RPGs, and that was Reyna Lanford, Star Ocean 2. Best healer ever.
He's got some jacked up teeth.
Yeah, like a poison dart. I knew it was something. I couldn't remember if it was like a knife or a dart, but I knew his tail looked like something that would be like an implement you would deliver poison with.
Okay, I'll fix it.
I forgot he had those blue lips.
Yeah.
Huge, beautiful blue lips. Ragnar said he would let it eat him if it came up to him.
Oh, and it might. Look at those teeth.
Apparently it has this... The underside of the eye, you'll have to put a bag there too, because it kind of looks stressed out or like tired almost.
Oh man, I gotta make it ugly.
What, Ragnar? No. We don't. This Grunty's ugly enough. We don't want to make it any worse.
You wanna ride him?
He looks like he'd be fun to pet with gloves and a hazmat suit.
Yeah, I wouldn't touch this dude.
Can you imagine riding it?
Yeah, that seems unwise.
It looks like a bunch of layers of sherbet.
He does. Oh, crap. Well, okay. Oh, no, go away.
I'm pretty sure that wheel does some really cool stuff once you know what it does.
Yep, but for now, I don't, and it just gets in my way.
It's been alright. I've been rather medicated because, had a bout of heat exhaustion here recently, so I've been recovering from that.
My day was pretty good. I'm pretty beat up, but...
I didn't beat her up.
No. It was a large animal.
Yeah, she's taking some kind of animal-y courses.
There's
working with the animals.
Tools and large unpredictable animals involved. So I get all kinds of scratches and bangs. And a tan.
Speaking of animals... Oh, she moved 1 second and then was done.
I kind of want to flatten the fluff a little bit, but my hands are jacked up.
You go ahead and keep that, Ragna. I think you need it more than us. Sasha's getting adjusted to the heat, but I'm hoping she'll be alright out there.
Yeah, I'm pretty cool with it now. I mean, it was hot today, but...
I used to be really good with the heat, but it turns out... I'm not anymore. Turns out it's actually rather bad for me.
It's got a little bit of a grin. Go.
Oh, Jose says the chat, or the title for this still says Tokyo Ghoul.
No!
You didn't change it?
I thought you did. I didn't go to YouTube and change anything. I only changed stuff in the streaming delay. Oop, no, give me that back.
Well, this Grunty looks like he could be in Tokyo Ghoul.
Yeah, people are gonna be confused. I feel like his butt isn't big enough.
One of these years, we might actually get past amateur hour video. There's just so many things that you have to do.
Yeah, we'll get this right one day.
What's up, Fortnite kid? Doing alright tonight? Now we'll have to explain the incorrect title.
Uh-oh. Yeah, we forgot to change it. What does it mean? He's around?
He is pretty... He actually looks like, compared to normal Grunties, he looks like he's in pretty good shape.
He looks fit.
Ligma, you say? Can't say I'm familiar.
Ligma?
Oh, never mind, I know.
Hmm?
Never mind. I just remembered.
What is it? Uh-oh, I think I'm on the wrong layer.
But how do you know?
Because it's covering up my lines. Yeah, better. Okay. Man, I hate to zoom in, but I'm going to.
I guess you could do some coloring on that head while you're in there. The bell, whatever it is.
Oh, yes, dude.
It's like a bright green.
And why are his gums bright yellow? That's scary.
Well, I think they tried to do everything they could to make him as creepy as possible.
Yeah, that seems like that's what they're going for, but...
So Ragnar, did you get all the characters together yet in Octopath?
Yeah, he is like a poison dart frog.
Actually, yeah, I completely forgot about those. Yeah, I can't wait for that one to come out, Ragna. That one's really good. I love the Valkyria Chronicles series. I just can't wait for part 4. They need to localize part 3 and bring it back, or bring it over here. They can leave part 2 in Japan. Trying to see if there's some way I can actually change the title while we're doing this, but I don't think it can. Yeah, I'm not really sure what I think about the new Mega Man. It could go either way. I mean, the Sonic one is pretty good. They've done a good job with it, and I didn't like the artistic style of that when I first saw it either, so.
My hand's cramping.
Yeah, the new Mega Man series kind of got a... I'm not really sure what what audience they're targeting with a lot of shows, though, because there's a lot of stuff that looks like it wouldn't be up my alley, but as soon as I actually decide to give it a chance, there's a lot of stuff that surprises me. More mature writing, lots of inside jokes, innuendo, that sort of thing. I don't really see any of that popping up in Mega Man, but... yeah, they're finally making Brawly canon. Doing a few changes to him and then getting him going as a... and I like that they've actually got him updated. They're not, he's not further back in the story, so he's actually quite significant now. If they'd gone with his original placement in the movies, then he'd kind of be old news by now as far as power levels. The Invader Zim movie will be good.
Oh, yeah.
I have faith in Jonan Vasquez. I know he will do it well. I need to see what Jonan's been doing these past few years. I used to read his stuff all the time, got all of his original comic books. Yeah, so far my only complaint is, yeah, my throat's been pretty dry.
Cheesecake.
Cheesecake sounds pretty good.
Oh, wrong layer.
Yeah, my throat's normally pretty dry, but this medicine's been drying me way out. Which isn't good considering I've been dehydrated.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just going through puberty again.
Yeah.
Or for the first time, I don't know. My voice is changing.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll just do this voice. Like a Luke Bryan kind of voice.
Hey, Bree, you still with us? You still out there, Bree?
I can only hope that I have a like somewhat cool old man voice when I do get there. But I didn't do any like real heavy smoking or any of that, so I don't know. I'm probably gonna sound pretty crappy all the way through to the end. I just need to reach down my throat and beat up my diaphragm a little bit and point it and be like, you can do better than this. Work on it.
Yeah.
Oh, this music's from Hollow Knight.
Lovely.
Oh, by the way, did you see?
Oh, goodness.
Alright.
Yeah.
Hey, Saint Plague, what's going on? Hope you're doing well tonight.
Hello.
I don't know if any of you guys are into mobile games, but the new Shin Megami Tensei one came out today. DX2. It's actually pretty dang good for a mobile game. Ashton Kutcher? Look at how lifeless that eye is.
That's scary.
You could always get it like this, like a funny, like shiny eye. Like an anime eye.
Make it anime?
Make him anime.
Is that anime?
What do you think a pair of sunglasses would look like for him? They just go around his face and just hold one lens up?
Mm.
Ashton from Star Ocean. Ashton Anchors. He's my favorite. He's still not in the mobile game though. Kills me.
DLC.
Yeah, he'll be in a pack. He's already out in Japan.
Yeah. It's not fair.
Well, they've had the game for like 2 years. Man, no matter what I do, I can't keep frogs from living in my throat. And trucker cap. Yeah, I wonder where Natsu is tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Hope they doing all right. You could put a Cindy's trucker cap from Final Fantasy 15 on it. It is curious though, looking at their in-game version. The point of their head, is that hair?
I don't know, but it is now.
Yeah, I guess you might as well do something. You just interpret it.
That's all you can do.
This thing kind of the way it's looking, like with the body positioning, makes me think of, did you guys ever play Parasite Eve 2 on PlayStation 1? there were these creepy, like, camel llama things that had human faces.
What?
This thing kind of makes me think of them for some reason. They were really creepy. Parasite 2 had some of the scariest enemy designs of its era. It's a really good series, Ragna. If you ever decide to go back and play some classics, I would highly recommend it. I would not recommend Superman 64, though.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think everyone should play that one at least once, just so you can kind of get an idea of what games shouldn't do. If you ever want to kick your gaming addiction to the curb, it's good for that.
Oh, I got some on this list.
So none of you guys have tried the new Shin Megami Tensei Devil Downloader, I think is what it's called, on mobile? I don't really like mobile games, but the Star Ocean one and this one I think have done pretty good jobs. Yeah, and it looks like there's little dots underneath those, like splatters.
Oh, there is. I'll probably add those after I do the solid color. It's gonna be hard to paint around those.
Robot Jones. I think you wish to be a different person every week, Ragna. Could be Ragna Jones. So are you gonna go back and do like black lines around those later, or to differentiate them? Or do you think you want to do the like color fading?
I may do a darker color of the base color there.
Because in the reference, it almost looks like there's shadows like underneath. So I didn't know if you wanted to do that in black.
I'll probably grab the color and then get a darker shade of it.
Well, I was meaning like in the actual reference, there's like shading underneath of them.
Mm-hmm. I see what you're talking about.
It does have a story. It's not just that great at the moment. It's okay. Mobile games don't really try on their stories too much, but the characters are pretty interesting, and they're pretty funny to read their lines because they obviously got someone who's not too used to internet culture writing the script, and they try to make all the characters seem like they think they're really cool. Like the main character of it reminds me of a I don't know if they were trying to go for like a Logan Paul with an afro sort of thing and just making fun of him and ripping on him, or if it was more they were aiming for like a PewDiePie kind of standard. But one of the main characters is like a YouTuber, and he's really really over the top. But the things he says are priceless, because I don't think anyone would be saying that stuff these days. And he says it all with a straight face. Look at that beautiful, beautiful purple.
Purple.
That is purple, right? My colorblind ain't
Mhm.
ain't active right now.
You're good.
Okay, cool. Yeah, they probably get a pretty good deal on rent in my throat. They seem to always be there, so there's got to be something going for them. Maybe if it's a purple mattress. Purple pillows. I've heard those are pretty good and can help you sleep. I could use some sleep. This is going to be a very colorful Grunty.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't he, though? I always thought all the Grunties looked like piñatas.
Mm-hmm.
He actually does look like the piñatas from Viva Piñata. You remember that game?
Oh, yeah. I like that game.
Viva Piñata. He's got hair like Zach from Dead or Alive.
Yeah.
Looks like Zach's haircut. That Dennis Rodman style top with the green shortcut.
I'm thinking at this rate, Sanjiro is probably gonna end up a cat.
Yeah. Because at first it seems like a really simple picture, and then it's like, oh crap.
Yeah, color always gets me.
I remember them, Plague. I had tubes of those things. I remember at my school, there were dudes who were finding ones that were like ridiculously thick, the thicker metal ones, and there was like a competition between all the boys to get the biggest pog. The biggest slammer. Yeah, slammer, that's what they were called. I'm actually pretty sure someone has actually stated that officially and for true, Ragna. I like Dead or Alive as a fighting game series, though. I've always liked them. A lot of people are mad because it's going all serious now. Well, more serious, like more violent, more like they're adding all the blood and everything.
Excuse my jacked up hand.
Adding realism and dropping like the boob jiggle physics. I think that's what everyone is really mad about. Didn't the same guys did Rumble Rose, didn't they? Rumble Roses. That was Tecmo Koei, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure. Did either of you play the PlayStation 1 Dead or Alive when it very first came out? Those physics were redonkulous back then, like even more so than today. That's when they first created the engine, and I don't think they knew what kind of values and coding algorithms they were dealing with, because that stuff was out of control. Like, the ladies would fall down and if they landed on their back, like, they would be aimed up still, but their whole body would be completely motionless. But their boobs would keep swinging back and forth, back and forth. Like, it would not stop. There was no kind of limiter on it. It was forever motion. Perpetual motion machines.
Seems like that's just how Japanese guys think boobs work.
I think that's just the fantasy, though, because, I mean, we were in Japan, and there was nary a boob to be saw. I mean, there was not much in the way of curves out there at all. They were almost all foreigners, if you did see any. And that was the guys and the gals. But I mean, that's what video games are for, right? They're for projecting your dreams. Getting away, escaping reality.
That guy was painful.
So anime and games are like their escape from reality. Their boobless reality. So you're coloring him from the bottom up?
Yep. Oops.
Yeah, Plague, I'm trying not to do that myself, but it gets harder as you grow up. They just kind of, I don't know, show up. They just happen. Ragnar means he grew them like on a bush. Or maybe he grew some of those boobs that grow on walls, like in Duke Nukem. Yeah. On the alien spaceships. This is Myst music. I can't really say I ever got into the whole Myst or puzzle games, point and click sort of thing. It was crazy popular and really profitable back in PC's early days, back in the 90s. I tried them a few different times, even back then, and I think it's a lack of intelligence. I think that's probably the problem. Yeah. It's not the game. It's me. So do you think his belly is actually green, or do you think it's yellow? Because it looks like the Grunty itself. The Grunty itself is yellow. That much is obvious. And he's just got all this crap on him.
No, I think his base color is green, and he's got yellow stuff on his face, because look, the yellow's dripping.
True, actually. It's hard to tell what the hell is going on with this dude.
I don't know. Thanks, PS2 graphics. That's why I decided to...
Welcome back, Jo-zay.
Hello! To use a hippo as well as the Grunty, because if I were to just draw that, that's just... I don't know.
So, Jo-zay, do you think its base color is yellow or green? I thought it was yellow, but now that Sasha mentioned it, I think it is like green underneath.
Should I throw the reference in the screen?
He thinks green. It probably is green. We'll go with green.
Yeah, I agree. Orange chicken, that sounds delicious. We had gyudon, which is like beef and rice.
Yeah, I love Sasha's cooking, but she always chooses the nights where we've got a stream or something to do it, and then it's like, we're running late!
I had to. The meat was in the fridge, and it needed to be cooked.
Oh, we don't want it to go bad.
No, not beef. Never.
Not the beefy!
Not the beef.
Steaky des.
Yeah.
Steaky? Steaky.
Steaky.
What did everyone have for dinner?
Yeah. Leave in the comments what you had for dinner.
Yes, down in the comments below, please put what you had for dinner. We are curious.
Children. Oh dear. Oh, Porter, where's your head?
It's right there.
There we go.
Children, so are we talking like veal?
Veal? God. No.
Maybe some salmon roe? I do like me some roe. I do kind of feel bad though, because if you look at the fact when you eat roe, you're eating thousands of eggs. Thousands upon thousands.
Yeah, maybe they're not fertilized. I don't know how fish work. Oh, no, don't do that. Get some,
Get you some
sandwich.
eggs, Ragnar. Oh, a
Yeah.
sandwich. Yeah, a sandwich.
Sandwich.
You don't like roe, Jo-zay? I thought you did. I actually really hated roe the first 20 times I ate it.
Mm.
But, it kind of grew on me. I think it
Yeah,
was the advent of maybe poke bowls that kind of let it grow on me.
Yeah, they sort of put flying fish eggs on like almost everything. I didn't like them at first either, but they just kind of are on a lot of things and grew to like them.
You would think since they're flying fish, we wouldn't be able to catch so many of their eggs, but
Yeah, I don't see how those aren't the most expensive. The most expensive are from like a really big fish. Sturgeon or something, I forget. Man, takoyaki.
yeah, takoyaki's great. My favorite type of Japanese food is okonomiyaki, though. And
Yeah?
yakisoba noodles. Preferably mixed together, because they're great together.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had them, remember? We had okonomiyaki with yakisoba noodles.
We did?
Yeah. At that one place we went to in Japan.
In Kyoto?
I think it was, yeah, in Kyoto.
I know we had yakisoba in Okinawa. Huh? Oh, there you go.
I think the best time to jump off the Eiffel Tower is in the summer because apparently the heat makes the metal expand and it supposedly grows up to between 6 and 8 inches taller.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
From really high up, 6 to 8 inches could be the difference between terminal velocity and forever paraplegic. You know what? They should have done a Grunty in blue jeans.
Grunty?
A Grunty. Not at all, Ragna. I'm just saying, if you ever just feel the need that you have to, summertime is the best time.
Even if you feel you have to, still don't.
Yeah, we'd prefer you not. But Ragna is a grown-ass man, so.
You can do whatever you want to do.
You can do whatever you want to do. You a grown-ass man. But we would prefer that no. No
Yeah,
Eiffel
please
Tower.
don't.
Man, you can hear the locusts outside. It's been like 107 to 110 here every day.
I think today it was actually in the high 90s. It was almost bearable.
I like the new Godzilla trailer. I think it'll be good. As long as they don't make it like Godzilla, the first Godzilla we ever did. That thing was atrocious.
Huh?
Hey, in some parts of the world, Ragna 9 is the proper age to start bearing children or fathering children. So, you a grown-ass man.
No grown-ass man somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere in the world. It's high noon somewhere in the world. That was a horrible McCree. Yeah, that one, Jose. The one where he had eggs. That was awful. Where we gave him the super large jaw and made him all CG and, you know, not Godzilla at all.
He looks like he's got funky pajamas.
I was gonna say, it's starting to look like he has like a jester collar on.
I'm sorry, I'm not very good at drippies.
Yeah, that cartoon wasn't too bad. I was just thinking about that, actually.
Okay.
Burb memes for Smash. Put all the burb memes in there. West Virginia burb memes. The Grunty is?
The Grunty's what?
Jo-zay said he's too big. I think it's because of the picture, because you zoomed in.
Oh yeah, I could zoom out a little bit.
Ridley looks like he straight up came out of Godzilla. Yeah, I think it's funny that with Ridley, because that was the ongoing joke, but then they were like, you know what? What if we make him crouch? So Ridley's just like, it's almost like he's this crazy adult roaming around this daycare full of kids that are just beating each other up, and he's like, I want in on this. So he just goes down to his knees and goes around and starts kicking all the kids' asses. He meant Godzilla was too big.
Oh.
For Smash.
Okay, I'm gonna zoom in a little bit again.
You know what they could use instead of regular Godzilla, though? Did you guys ever see the old show or any of the old movies with Godzilla, baby Godzilla? You know, the one with the creepy ass eyes. He looked really, really weird, and the soft nose. Yeah. Could throw him in there.
I feel like there's probably an easier way to do this. Oh no. Oh, I got too crazy. Oh. Okay.
Your neck hurting? You need to stretch.
Yeah.
Just stretch.
I'm just sore all over.
Man, this is music from Suikoden 5. I really miss that franchise.
I don't know that I ever played that one.
The Suikoden franchise was very near and dear to my heart. I wish I could get a stretch like Monkey. That looks like a good stretch.
Yeah, that guy. It gives a whole meaning to the word.
It just goes to show that if you have different concepts, they can have completely different reactions and reactions with different markets. Like, we had Stretch Armstrong, and he was popular for all of, like, a year. He wasn't very creative or interesting, though. Whereas, Monkey D. Luffy has been going for... Luffy. Has been going for, what? Almost 30 years?
Yeah. Well,
Like, it's got the same kind of legacy as Dragon Ball.
Yeah, it's been out there for a minute. Oh, crap.
I wouldn't be surprised if this stream drew out some Splatoon requests.
Oh, yeah. Oh, even more drippy.
I was gonna say, do you need... Oh, man, you can really see it. I always forget that the tablet looks way better than the screen does.
Hmm.
Well, Angel Beats is a little bit on the niche side. It's good, but I don't want to say that too many people are aware of it. Separating the color between the face on his neck and that bit of pink that it's sitting on might be interesting. They are different, but not by much.
What are you talking about?
The face that he's wearing?
I think I'm gonna make it more red because otherwise it's not gonna show up.
Yeah, it looks a little bit difficult to separate.
Because it's almost the same color as the pink part, but I kind of took some liberties with the location of the splatter colors.
Yeah, that hot pink.
Oh, it's too far. Oh god.
Whoa.
Yeah, worse.
Holy
I
crap.
apologize.
We are now dentists.
Y'all didn't need to see that. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I remember when he said that. Yeah, Miyazaki.
Oh, yep, he sure did. And yet, he still makes more.
I'd say anime's been pretty dang good to Miyazaki.
Yeah, I don't know, that's kind of vague. A mistake for who?
Well, I think it's like induction is what he meant, like how it came to be. Yeah, it's kind of what it looks like he's got those George Washington wooden teeth.
Mm. Yeah, they do look wooden.
Since the colors there are pretty similar, would you use like a little bit of a black outline for them?
I'm gonna make it darker.
So with any of the colors like that, if you go to that, can you choose that color and then change it to anything you want?
Pretty much.
So like if you wanted to change his colors completely around, you could?
Oh, well, I think there is a way to do that, but I don't remember. I could burn the whole thing and, like, make the colors go crazy, but that's different, though. You're saying, like, if I selected an area.
Like, could you actually select, like, a color? Like, if you selected that darker purple on the bottom, could you, like, do you have a slider where you could change that? And then it would change all instances of that color on the picture?
I'll bet there is a way to do that, but I don't actually know.
I don't know what they're really thinking with the new Titans. I think they just wanted to go with as much shock factor as possible because so many people were trying to predict them, and I think everyone's been saying that the DCEU has been really predictable, so I think they're trying to get away from that. I don't know why they chose to take Titans and go completely dark with it. I mean, it was pretty dark. Especially because my favorite was the Cartoon Network Teen Titans before all this other crap that's out now. Just Teen Titans. That was my favorite series, and it got pretty dark. But it still managed to maintain a lighthearted mood that made it charming. Like that series was really good. I think it was one of the best series to actually to air on Cartoon Network. Yeah, I think the red looks good. It goes well with the rest of everything.
Yeah, it makes it look a little more morbid, but I think I'm gonna use the same green as his body. Maybe make it a little darker.
Yeah. You did see that they're going to be completing the original Teen Titans, right? I think they're giving it 1, maybe 2 more seasons. They did say they did confirm they were continuing it though. They just need to wipe Teen Titans Go off of the planet. You gonna do your splatters?
Oh, I forgot the splatters. No wonder that looks lame.
was like, there's a really clean transition there that doesn't seem it should be that clean. Ooh, Star Ocean music. They're speaking my language. Yeah, there you go. It looks like he's got some red up there on him too. Like some red splattered upward onto the yellow. See back behind the mouth?
You're right.
I think this is actually a remaster on some of the very first game's music from Star Ocean 1. But I think we're both right. This is the Star Ocean's version of the Prelude. It's been remixed in just about all the games, but it's in all of them. This one makes me think more Star Ocean 1 though.
Oops.
Thought you were gonna make it look more like a dart.
Isn't it though?
It looks more like a prison shiv.
What's the difference?
The difference between a dart and a prison shiv is probably quite a few.
I don't know, man.
So like the red tip, and it looks like purple up to the red tip.
Yeah? What?
Yeah, see?
Yeah. Oh, it is.
Oh yeah, you're right. Neko hasn't been here tonight either.
You're right.
There's also Lucas. Every here and there we get Lucas will come in and say hello, and I feel like I'm forgetting a name, and that makes me feel bad.
I'm not sure. Hey, what did I witness?
I'm gonna let you know now, if you ever need someone to fudge that testimony, she's not the one to do it.
No, probably not. A really bad liar. Oh goodness, what's going on here? There we go. Nope. I went to sleep.
It was me. It's actually really weird that you would decide to use that one as a joke scenario, Ragna, because I actually did finish off some pudding in the fridge last night. But I had permission. Objection!
I don't really eat pudding. I eat the occasional protein bar.
Yeah, I love pudding. Pudding is the best.
Don't get me wrong, pudding is good. I just don't eat it a whole lot.
Pudding's one of those things that is so great because you can do it in the summer or you can do it in the winter. You can do it hot in the winter. You can do it cold in the summer. Or if you're a psychopath, you can do it hot in the summer and cold in the winter. What is it even zoomed in on?
That's an ear.
Oh, I see what it is now. I see it. I was like, what part of her is that even?
Yeah, I tried to get a better view of her because she just looks like a fuzzy lump, but...
I have demographic evidence. Old dry-throated guys like pudding. Pudding is best. I know, right? He's got like these... Sasha gave him like these lips that give him this kind of like almost debonair appeal. Like, can you imagine, like, instead of those nostrils up above his lips, if she put like one of those like really fancy like handlebar mustaches or a what is it?
One of the gentleman grunts.
Yeah, the gentleman one.
Okay, what now?
Your cat.
Cat.
Catjuro.
Oh, and I didn't shade the things like you kept telling me.
Huh?
You kept telling me to shade these.
Oh yeah, shade them. Get that color in there.
Oh no, the frog's in my throat now.
How is the frog jumping from everyone's throats? You just need a sip of water.
I probably do.
Yeah, Jo-zay, doesn't this Grunty strike you as like a really physically fit Grunty? Like, he looks like he might actually give people rides.
Oh goodness. I forgot opacity's crazy. Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, hop on the Uber app. Uber Grunties. Don't order Uber Eats from them, though. You won't really get much.
Uh-oh.
And it looks like the necklace is green, too.
Hmm?
The band.
Let's try this.
Before the streams, maybe I should pop a lozenge.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. It's a lot of talking.
I like the word lozenge.
Hmm.
Lozenge. Lozenge. I think it's actually with a Z. Lozenge. Me? Yeah, I think I'd hop in. Screw it. I'm all for diversity in the world, so I think this guy might actually make for an interesting Uber driver. I don't think I would maybe, You thought I vomited? What? Did it sound that bad when I cleared my throat?
Yeah. That David Hayter method acting, though.
The what?
Eh?
Did you say David Hayter method acting?
Yeah. That's his name, isn't it?
Yeah, Snake's original voice actor. Yes. He also played in the live action adaptation of the Guyver.
I recognize his music.
If you guys remember the anime, the Guyver, there was two live action movies that were made here in America back in late 90s, might have been mid 90s, but David Hayter actually starred in the second one.
It's too dark.
Yeah, David Hayter's a lot more busy than a lot of people think. Those old Guyver movies were actually pretty damn good, though. I'm not even gonna lie, they were good. If there were ever like a good anime adaptation live action movie, I would have to say those were probably the best ones I've ever seen. And they're from like 97, 98. I don't think anyone here in the States even knew who the Guyver was at that point, but they still decided to go ahead with that movie. Yeah. I think Hayter actually pushed for it. I think he helped it happen. But which anime movie, Ragnar? What character in anime would be good with Betty White playing as her? Let's think about that. Old white ladies in anime. Well, she could probably just play any old lady. She's quite white, though. I mean, it's even in her name.
Okay, I think that about does it on the Grunty, so now it's time for this guy's cat. Oh goodness, I can't believe I thought I was gonna draw a whole other character. Oh, sorry.
You underestimated the super colorful hippopotamus.
I did.
A hippo pot of mouse. A pot of mouse.
So this dude's got like a green tattoo type of deal. So he'd make a good like orange tabby.
I was gonna say if you make him an orange tabby that takes the color of the rest of his clothes, the orange with the yellow stripes, and then do the rest of the stuff as like add-ons. How long is this cameo music gonna go for? You always start your cats off as balls.
Mm-hmm. Should I save a version without the cat? What was that about the Grunty? It went away.
Oh, now that the Grunty's over, the real challenge begins. The sun.
Oh, the sun. I think I am going to save a version of this. Oh no.
Yeah,
With-
poor Stormy. A toast to poor Stormy and his lost manhood. But gained life. It doesn't matter that he's now a woman.
Okay.
So, Jo-zay, would you say that Stormy's more of a, he's like a reverse trap now, kind of? Ragnar's got all the drinks.
Oh, I need to drink something.
Because he still looks pretty manly. Well, not quite a futunai. He's reverse. He's a manly looking lady. Oh, I guess he's just butch then. There's got to be a term for that, though. Trap. Can't be butch. I feel I should Google that now. I should know my terminology.
I feel like he needs to be a little more animated rather than sitting.
Maybe instead of a trap, it's a bear trap. Bear trap?
He's gonna be prairie dogging.
Oh, I thought you were talking in reference to what we're talking about. I was like prairie
Nope.
dogging.
I'm in my own world.
Yeah, Jo-zay's cat had to get a gender change to save him because he was getting some blockage in his urethra. And it kept coming back, so to save his life, he had to have a gender change. Such is life. He's now wife. Stormy is both man and woman. Well, I'd say not man. He's man and not man. Because he's not quite a woman either.
He's whatever he wants to be.
Yeah, Stormy, you can do whatever you want to do. You a grown ass.
Cat.
Yeah, a cat. You're just a cat. He's a gnomon instead of a woman. A woman. 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 Womans. He's a womans. He's a gnomon.
What even is this cat?
No, I would say Storm's got a pretty definitive gender to her. Even when she's bald or rocking the mohawk, Storm's always had that definite lady aspect to her. She's just gonna give him the hair and an eye patch.
Yeah, his ears are the color of his hair. He's got some stripies.
I've got the cats. I've got the cats.
Oh, you have both?
Oh, and now I lost them.
Does anyone have the cats? Oh.
You have your cat when you look straight at the monitor.
I guess we'll have to twist back around and go.
Good golly, Miss Molly, I cannot wait until summer is dead and gone and buried. It's so hot. It needs to go away forever. So you're gonna give him like the bangs and then the hair behind?
No, he's just gonna have brown ears.
I think you look cool with the hair though. Yeah, give him
But
the
he's
hair.
a cat.
That's fine. Give me the hair.
What?
What about the armor?
Oh, Jesus.
I don't know about an ice age. I don't really like the cold all that much either.
I do.
I'd be cool with a forever fall.
Yeah.
Forever fall. Just cool enough outside that it still feels good to go out and get into a hot tub or something. But not so cold that you just have to be completely bundled up to go anywhere.
What was that?
That was frogs escaping my throat, hopefully. I hope they don't come back.
Oh, maybe those feet are okay. Trim that one just a little bit. Yeah.
You could draw the sandals on him.
You're getting way too detailed for me. For this cat.
His orange stripes.
Yes, we can do orange stripes.
If you need to get detailed, those just zoom in.
I don't think we want to do that. It gets real scary the closer you get. Oh.
Hot tubs are my spirit animal. If I ever have the chance to get into one, I'm in it. Forever. I don't know how I'd do. I don't think I'd fare too well in one right now, though.
Nope, probably not.
I would die.
Jose, go get a jacuzzi room right now. And go sit in it. They're great for the bones. I got rickety old bones, so they're good for me.
I could use that about now.
RoboCop. The old, what is it, the old RoboCop arcade game was one of my favorite games. And RoboCop versus Terminator. The 90s were such a great era for movies. "10 years from now, we're going to look back on this time. We're going to be like, yeah, the 2010s were such a great era for copying movies, remastering movies. Except it wasn't. They're pretty hit and miss.
What color is his eyes? Any idea? Oh, I can't see.
Sanjuro's eyes?
Yeah.
I have no idea what color his eyes are.
Oh, wait, here's a closer picture.
I would say maybe go with green.
Seems like they're just brown. Or black, maybe? Oh, goodness.
What about the arm armor or the sword? You gonna do the sword on his back?
I'm not sure.
I would do the sword on his back.
Oh, that's creepy.
What was it? You had the little iris in there?
Yeah, I tried to do a little shiny, but it looked really creepy for some reason. No shiny. That works. Oh man, that would have been perfect.
Jo-zay likes the idea of the sword.
Okay.
It looks so disappointed.
Sometimes cats be looking like that.
Is that his battle face? I've ridden here all this way on this sexy poison Grunty. For this? Say what? Show me Kitten.
Oh goodness, there we go.
This is Sonic 3D Blast music, just to kind of give an idea of the crazy range that Sonic's music goes in. Could you raise the camera real quick? The cat camera?
Oh.
There we go. Better view to watch her clean herself.
Sword.
Yes. Sanjuro needs a sword. So Ragnar, you been playing anything outside of Octopath? I want to put more time into Octopath. I need to get my freaking eyes off the mobile games. I used to play mobile games really hard way back when I first got my first tablet. I was really into them. Mobile games were a lot more simple back then, though. You could actually play quite a few. Now each game has so many mechanics that require your attention. Oh, are you looking forward to the new, well, not new, the remaster of, Tales of Vesperia that's coming out, the definitive edition? I know you are, right, Jo-zay? Because you didn't get to play the first one.
Yeah, touch.
Disgaea, Refine is right around the corner, too. What are they calling it here? Disgaea Refine is the Japanese name for it, which I think is way better than ours. You have the hilt like at his hip,
What? No, he's holding it.
but the hilt,
Oh,
or
crap.
not the hilt, the sheath.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's pretty soon, Jose. I think it's like August
Oh no.
27th, I believe. I think it's August 27th.
Crap. Keep erasing the whole sword.
Ragnar says the cat's gonna shank the Grunty.
Oh no, I erased part of the cat.
Huh? What part did you erase?
Nothing. You saw nothing. Now he's gotta wear this thing.
The cats who gave the Grunty such a good hairstyle. He cut him up nice and clean, gave him that good fade. Can you imagine trying to do a fade with a katana? I'm pretty sure there's someone out there who can, though. $2020? Nah. You know it's coming out just in a couple months. I think it's September, October, somewhere in there.
Oh no, where's his tail?
I didn't know if you were gonna do a tail for him or not.
I just forgot.
There are cats without tails.
This is true.
Oh, you could do the tail with the armor.
Brilliant.
I mean, he does have it on his arm, but you could, yeah, I would put the armor on his tail. They are still cats. They're just bobcats. Do like a little orange nub at the end.
That's the plan.
Look at this coming together. It's like something special out of one of them anime. This is like one of my anime. Hey, Jo-zay, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't they actually call in the first Metal Gear, didn't they call anime Japanimation? at that point. I'm pretty sure when Otacon and Snake met, I'm pretty sure he called it Japanimation. Yeah, when he's explaining to Snake what it is, he uses the term because he's explaining to him what it is. He's like, Japanimation. Yeah, he did. Yeah, because he's trying to explain what his codename meant.
He probably would have been better off just not explaining it.
Yeah.
Just call me Otacon.
Well, Snake asked him. It's like, Otacon, what is that? What kind of code name is that?
His armor looks like that, right?
Huh?
What? Probably not.
I think that looks good. What do you think, Jo-zay? Otacon made the weeaboo mainstream here in the States. He ushered in a new era. Jo-zay likes it.
Why?
Now what happens when you throw in that black background?
Oh, I forgot about the...
Or the green. It was green.
I forgot about the background. Hold on one second. This doesn't look very tail-like. Why does this look gray? There we go.
Oh, he loves it.
Yay, thank you. Maybe it's too long.
You can make it like poof out like Stubby's tail.
Yeah.
Like puff. Yes, because you're supposed to know exactly what I mean when I'm just like puff?
Like puff.
Like puff. Portia's moving.
No. No, that was stupid. Does that look like a tail coming out of there?
Yeah.
I really don't know. Okay.
Yeah, it looks like a tail coming out.
Alright, background. That's right. Bam.
Sun.
And the sun.
If only I could be so grossly incandescent.
Sun is big today. That's why he's radioactive.
They seeded
goodness.
they seeded this dot hack world with sun. Bright sun. Big sun. And cat. Samurai cat.
That's very invasive. What you doing?
Hey guys. Just here to watch you with my sunglasses from the sky. Yes, putting reflections on the sunglasses always makes the menace go away.
I can't make them the same.
You remember how they used to do reflections on like every cartoon or picture way back? It would be like a streak Almost like a soft lightning bolt shape.
Mm. Oh no.
Like just do a squiggle. Like down. Like downward. No. Kind of like that, but it would be thicker. But I mean, those are kind of interesting looking. Like straight on down. From top to bottom. No. Like, you remember Johnny Bravo's glasses were like that?
Lightning bolt. Yeah. The boy who lived.
Get rid of him? Let me try.
Okay.
Kind of like that. Yeah, it doesn't look quite right on this, though.
The boy who lived. Is Harry Potter?
Harry Potter scar. I don't know. You could just do the reflection like you were doing before. The little streak.
Like this?
Yeah. Well, little. Something like that. Yeah, that's fine.
It came out so cute. Mm.
Do the monkey with me.
Sage words. I have your cat. It's your face. Jeez.
I don't know. It's being weird.
Ah, there we go. Okay.
Well, bye, Grunty. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
He rode away.
The wizard's son of Memphis, Tennessee.
Let's have some grass.
I was gonna say, maybe do some grass. Like, this world was seeded with nothing. What would you like your seed word to be? Blank. Just green. Green and sunny.
I can do better than that.
Jo-zay said rode off into the sunset. I can do better squiggly lines than that.
Yep.
Hey,
Look, they did get
look at those graphics. He's now in Fortnite.
Go away, test manager. No one wants you.
I love Task Manager. He's my friend. I tell him I want people to go away or links or programs, and he does it. He's like, they're gone, Roy. They're gone. Oh, yeah, you could do cross lines, and it could be like Animal Crossing grass. That looks good. Now you gotta draw the corpses of enemies at his feet.
No.
Because they just got dot hacked.
Let me zoom in a little more.
What's up, Portia?
Oh.
Wow. Sasha only knows extremes.
Oh, man.
Either you're so far away, I need to get a telescope to see you, or you're so up close that I need a microscope to see you.
I had to cut out the sun, I guess. Oh, well. Oh, no.
You could always do a series. Various grunties with different heroes on their backs. Speaking of which, what was our next request?
Oh, yeah, I should probably bring that up. Is my phone in the room? Oh, it's right there. Is there a phone in the room?
I know, I think Ragna, you had asked for something. What else? I'm trying to remember what it was.
Or the dude from Yakuza?
Yes, Kazuma Kiryu, that's who it is.
It looks like next is, a dog in a go-kart for
Yes.
Avery?
Avery. Avery Thickboy, he didn't come by tonight, but he is on the Twitter, and he has a profile picture. He wants that in a go-kart. So we'll have to look up his... We'll have to take his profile picture and turn it into a reference picture.
Mm.
And then turn that into a reference picture in a go-kart.
Yeah. Alright, I think I've done about as much damage as I can do on this Grunty.
I don't know if any Grunty actually had a chin, but Sasha has granted this one a chin.
It's a hippo.
It's a chippo.
I mean, let me see. Poison Grunty. Yeah, that's a chin, right?
I see neck leading up to lip. Neck leading to lip. Look,
It's the same.
the similarity is... It's uncanny.
Mm-hmm. He's kind of got, like, thicker lines around his eyes, like he's wearing eyeliner or something.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. He's got, like, a really big kind of... like, pocket?
Oh, goodness.
He has bags. He has a bag under his eye.
What is she doing back there?
I don't know. She's wrestling with something.
Me.
She woke up from her nap and now she's kind of hyper.
It's no good. It's bedtime.
Oh dear, he's becoming even more feminine. It's like, am I the only one that's getting like a, this androgynous kind of feeling off of it? Like,
He's whatever he wants to be.
he's a grown ass, everything.
Hippo.
Hippopotamus. Hippopotamus.
We don't have a cat anymore, so let's lose the cat cam.
We got a cat, she's just back here.
But you're crazy, look at the cat. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Well, alright, Jose. There you have it.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, someone outside of me actually played the Gex games.
I should sign it.
Hey, Scoob, let's go back to the mystery van. You might have to drive around to find a cat samurai, though. I hear they can be pretty hard to come across.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime they get one at the local ASPCA, he's gone.
They're popular.
Cats for hire. Ronin warriors. Adopt a Grunty too? I don't know. Alright, Ragnar. Appreciate you coming by as always. We will see you next Tuesday. Yeah. Jo-zay said you gotta grow a Grunty. So, you think that'll do it for this one?
I think so.
Alright, well don't forget to JPEG it so we can send Jo-zay a copy and throw it up on the social medias. Don't forget to upload it to the DeviantArt.
Yes.
Oh, I'm totally blanking on this. I don't know if anyone outside of Jo-zay is here, but we do have you can go to requests at kittybitgames.com to put in your requests for art. If you would like to throw a request at Sashimi here, feel free to go there and throw it in there, and we're just going to trust Jo-zay that it works.
You can also leave it in the comments in this video if you like.
Yep. Comments.
Or you can show up to our next stream and just ask us in person.
Yep, you can also at Twitter as well. We're at kitty_games_ kittybit games.
Kitty_bit.
It's up in the corner there.
Games.
Well, alright. Well, I guess that's going to be it for tonight then. Appreciate you guys for showing up. I don't know where Bree went. I hope she's still around. I hope nothing happened. She said hi and then was no longer around. If so, then good night to all of you.
No problem.
Good night to all of you, and we will see you next time. If you're new to the channel and you're watching, we appreciate you for watching this far. Dang, you must have liked something, so we really like you. What's up, just some dude? No worries. We usually start around 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on Tuesdays. So next week, you can drop by and we'll be happy to... Oh, if you have any requests, just some dude. Requests at kittybitgames.com. You can throw any art requests if you want something drawn. For anyone, go ahead.
Also, this video should be uploaded sometime tomorrow if you missed any part of it and want to check it out.
Yep, feel free to check it out tomorrow. YouTube is just really slow about doing these because they're so long and we do them in high def. It really kills YouTube when we do this. I think they really don't like us. So.
Yeah, it takes a long time to process.
Well, alright. Good night, guys. Have a great one. Feel free to leave us some comments down below. And hey, as far as likes and subs, that's all up to you. But we always ask, if it's within your means, consider adopting or rescuing a buddy. ASPCA.org, petfinder.com. You can also Google local animal rescue and adoption. If you can't bring one home because, say, allergies, living conditions, permissions, what have you, then there are other ways to show your love, which Sashimi here can talk on.
You can always go and volunteer and hang out with them that way, or you can donate money, old clothes, blankets, those things. They can use all that.
Yep. So if you've got love to give, there's plenty of animals out there who need that love, and there's plenty of ways to give it. Speaking of love, we love you guys, and we'll see you next time. This is Rayello.
And Sashimi.
The world-renowned artist, Sashimi. Good night,
See y'all
everybody.
next Tuesday.
Yep.